Hello again, everybody. Cultural Official Leadership Drip, Take the L Leadership. So in this video, I'm going to explain why we wear purple in May. So remember, I started by telling you about the personal tragedy in my family, but now I'm going to tie it into something personal with me. When I was a teenager, I was diagnosed with mixed connective tissue disorder. Now, at the time, I had no idea what this was, but after diligent research by the physicians and my parents, it was found that it's a combination of lupus and rheumatoid arthritis. Now, this was devastating at the time, but let me show you evidence on how the strength-based leadership qualities, even back then in my teenage years, rose to the top before I even knew what it was. This is more evidence that these are innate strengths that are within all of you. And I can help you to accentuate those strengths from a strength-based leadership. So let me give you evidence from my personal experience. Remember, I told you that my top strength was restorative, meaning that I'm always looking for a way to improve or have a solution to something. So when I was given this devastating news about this mixed connective tissue disorder, the first thing I did was do inventory on my diet, the foods that I was eating that could possibly cause these flare-ups and have me feeling this way. So in my restorative mind, I was already calculating different diets, different things that I could do that would help me to understand and help my body. And then we have responsibility. Remember, I told you, I take things very serious when it's up to me to make things happen. So I took this strength-based leadership theme into my restorative, and I was very serious about, almost to the point of being militant about my diet. In fact, I was a vegetarian for most of my college years just because of what I heard way back when I was originally diagnosed with this disorder. And then my beliefs. Now that's an interesting one. My beliefs weren't fully developed at this time. I was around those that had a strong faith and foundation, but I wasn't solidly there. But what's interesting is I always believed in God. I always had a belief that there had to be more to life than going through this pain. I always believed that one day we wouldn't have any of this pain. So that's how the belief theme kind of tapped into what I was doing even at a younger age. And then consistency. So what I would do is I would go around and find others that had these same ailments, and I would tap into their knowledge base. Again, that consistency, making sure that everybody had the same type of approach, the same resources, the same privileges that I had.